to modify or do whatever you like. So we'll start in our Pilates stance, nice and tall. And we're going to take a second just to connect feet to pelvis, right? Foot to hip. So I want you to inhale and exhale. Just first start finding your pelvic floor. And a big inhale and an exhale. Draw that up. Yeah? And then start thinking really about how it's constructed. You've got your pubic bone in the front and your tail in the back. And you're going to pull them together and then inward and upward. And then inhale. See if you can imagine them separating out as far as you can. And then exhale. Pull them together again. And don't be worried if it makes you feel like you have to go use the bathroom. Go use the bathroom. That's fine. And then just come back. Inhale. And exhale. Good. All right. And then start taking a bigger breath. See if you can get it to feel your ribs expand. Exhale. Drop the pelvic floor and feel the ribs narrow. Yeah. So inhale, they expand. Exhale, they narrow. Easy, right? Okay. So then we're going to talk about adding feet in. So as we inhale, we're going to spread our toes out on purpose. Exhale, pelvic floor, and think short foot. You guys remember the short foot exercise? And that's when we pull the forefoot, the front of your foot, where the big toe and the base of the big toe are, the ball of the foot, towards your heel. You try to pull them together to create the dome in your foot. You want to keep the ball of the foot down, so it's not a pointy toe, right? It's not that. You got to keep it down and create that lifting arch. So it's a little more subtle. Yeah, and you're going to do that as you exhale. And then some of you will start to notice, oh, when I really do that well, I start to feel more lift through here, and you might feel everything just sort of lifting up front and back. Yeah, good. And one more. All right, easy peasy. We're going to open into parallel, do the same thing in parallel. So find your heels first. Feel them wrapping around and downward, yeah? Then inhale, exhale, pelvic floor and diaphragm, right? These guys pull up the air. And then we add in those feet if you haven't already, making that short foot. Good. That's it. Yeah. Feeling yourself now very tall and supported. Yeah, look at how beautifully you're stacked. Giselle, that looks great. Good. And Kay and Margie, that looks good too. But Giselle, really nice getting your ribs over your hips. Super good. Okay, good. Easy peasy. Left foot forward. So we're in 2 train tracks. Good. Our weight is right in the middle, so not all the way on the front, not all the way on the back. And we're going to exhale, focus first on the front foot, drawing that up into your belly. Good. Exhale, creating that short foot. Good. Noticing if your toes curl under or can they lay flat. Yeah. And for me, they naturally want to curl, which is not great. So I'm going to try to make mine lay flat. Maybe you're better at it than I am. Good. And one more. Good. Now, short foot, rock up, pushing with the back toe. Good. And then rock back down. Good. Release, inhale, big, all the way big. Exhale, short foot, pull and rock up. Good. And down. That's it. Good. And one more time. Inhale, exhale, short foot, rock up. Good. And down. Good. Let's switch feet. So now again, find yourself in 2 train tracks. Some of you, one foot or the other is going to feel weird. When it's forward, you're going to feel like you want to shift your hip or move your feet into duck or pigeon toe position. See if you can really work in parallel. So short foot, front foot, pulling that forefoot to your heel, creating the arch. Good. Inhale, release. Good. And exhale. Good. That's it. And release. Good. Dome. And release. Good. And one more. Right? You should feel feedback up here. If you're not, you might be just curling your toes like scrunching a towel. All right. So then we're adding that push from the back foot. Good. And then control it coming back down. Good. Short foot. Push. Good. And control, good. 2 more. Or no, actually 1 more. We're going to just do 3. Right? 3. Good. Good. Of course, if you're watching on the replay, you're welcome to hit pause and do as many as you want. Yes? And so now if you just let go, let your feet go, you should hopefully feel that you've lifted your abdominals up. You have any of that sensation? Through here? Yeah, like right through here. For me. Some people it's going to be a lower sensation down here, but if your breath is fully expanding and contracting, you'll start to feel it in your ribs, right, and intercostals. And that's like the best ab exercise you can do, connecting it all together. Okay, so let's take a nice breath in, staying in parallel. Big inhale. Good. Exhale, take it down. Push down like you're pushing down 2 giant marshmallows. Good. And big inhale up. Good. And exhale, push down those marshmallows. Push them down. Yeah. So I want you to imagine it, right? If you had a giant Swiss ball, big stability ball, and you were pushing down on it, right? Yes, nice. I could see that. So I'm not just being cute. I'm not just making rainbow arms. I'm pushing. Push. Yeah, there we go. Waking up those lats. I see it. Good. Margie's serious. Her hands are like, push it. Very good. Yes. Good. All right. And then let's take a quick little warm up for these legs. We're going to sit. They should be already warm from what your footwork was doing, but we're just going to add in. So we're going to sit here. Now, inhale, stay there. Exhale, short foot. Push that short foot into the ground and come up. And you're asking me, wait a minute, I'm lifting my arch, but I'm pushing it down? Yes, you're lifting your arch, but you're pushing down with the front and back of your foot, right? So the arch stays lifted. So inhale, down. Exhale, find your feet. Push. Good, that's it, good. Inhale, down. So what that allows you to do is have more power in your actual lift. Yeah, and some of you will feel, oh, when I do that, I can feel both sides of my quads working to help the glutes, right? Instead of just this middle piece. Anyone notice that? Yeah, good. And 1 more. Good, all right. And then we're just gonna do a little standing march. We're gonna get your hip ready, lift up 1 leg, whoop, easy peasy, good. And put it down, find that leg, connect to the ground, lift your leg, good. Okay, then we're gonna add an opposite arm and it's gonna push up to the sky and up to the sky. And I'm doing, having like a pillar hand, so my palm is upside down. Yep, good. And we're trying to find that distance between the foot on the ground and the hand in the sky. Good. Did it really reach? See how far you can make that distance be? Good. Good. Nice. Good. 1 more on each side. All right. So when you pick up your weights, I want you to remember this distance, this space between your leg and your armpit that you just worked on, so that when you pick up your weights, you don't immediately crunch, right? No toadies. We are nice and long. Although I like toes, they're cute, but we are not toadies. So pick up your hand weights, heavy for your hips. Grab 2 of them. Oh, shoot. Yeah, that'll be okay. All right, and then just standing there, can you find your short foot? Notice how it helps you lift your spine longer, yeah? So again, not collapsing, really trying to keep the side length, yeah? And if you've forgotten what that looks like, put your weight down, find that side length again, or create that length, and then keep it when you put your foot down, keep it as you pick your weights up, right? We want to work your spine at the same time. So sitting in a simple squat first, hips back, good. Find your feet, exhale on the way up. Good. Inhale, Big inhale, pelvic floor opens, exhale. Good, Margie, take an itty bitty wider stance. Same thing, Deshelle. Little bit wider stance, there you go. That's it, good. That's it, good. Good. Inhale big. Open up that pelvic floor. Then draw it up. Good. Open it up. Good. Exhale. Good. 2 more. Good. And up. How does that feel? Do you feel like you could do 2 more still? Yeah, okay. Yeah, why not? If you can, that tells us we could probably be holding heavier weights, right? Good. Now you think 2 more still? Maybe, okay, maybe. And if the answer is no, then you pause right there. That's great. That tells us you've got good weights to challenge you, right? Wow. And then hands can go down. Good. Margie, those are your new ones, yeah? Woohoo! I love that all your weights have to be extra big. Like, they're very impressive. I love it. If you haven't seen Margie's weights, she had a pair that looked like they were from a cartoon. They were so extra big looking, and these ones also seem extra big. All right, ready to pick those weights up again? Yeah, right? That's a great question. So Kay's question is fabulous. What if your hands get more tired than your legs? So some of that has to do with, in some cases, it's because we've been doing too much endurance work with the legs, right? So we go with a light weight for a long time. That doesn't challenge our hands enough. In other cases, it's simply you've just got a really heavy weight in your hands and your grip strength could use more work, right? So it could be one of those 2 things. I've heard great way to work on your grip strength is to just hang from something. So if I know you go to the YK, you can get on the pull-up machine and just hang off of it for a little bit. See if you can hang for 20 seconds, 30 seconds, a minute, and then work up to however long you feel like hanging there. Yes, you can hang at the park, right? Yeah. That's okay. If we're just talking about grip strength, then that means then the next time you have to pick up something heavy, your grip will be more able to do it. Yeah, it's a great question. Okay, so weights up. So we are going to take ourselves into a back lunge. So I'm going to give you a little side view because we're going to start upright, drop down, hinge just from the pelvis, a little hinge, yeah? And then push forward into a squat, stand all the way up. So it's back, same leg, drop straight down, hinge, tail pulls back, step forward into a squat, short foot and come all the way up. Same foot, yeah? It's back. We're straight up first as we lower. Hinge, pull your tail back, step, short foot, come up. Yes, good. Back, drop, hinge, squats. There you go, good. So then don't be surprised if your hands get tired sooner because this is a long combo. It's not just 1 movement, it's 2. Well, it's actually 3 because it's a straight up lunge, it's a hinge lunge, it's a squat, and then it's up. Good. Yeah. Back. Drop. Pull the tail. That's it. Good. Can we do one more? I'm going to talk about shoulders. Are they wide? I want you to make sure they stay wide so that when we hinge, we're not rounding the upper back. See that rounding? We're keeping those arms, yeah, pull those arms open, right? Don't let your shoulders fall forward. They shouldn't be hanging off the back of your neck. You're going to get a neck ache. You want to pull those shoulders wide. Yeah? Okay, hand rest. Hand rest. Unpeel them from your weights. Everyone okay? Yeah, okay. Margie, I can only see your face when you're squatting. There it is. All right. Did you get a headache, Deshelle? Oh, head rush. Okay. Take your time. Take your time. When you're ready, bend your knees, use your legs, pick up your weights. Good. Okay. So now we go back lunge the other way. Yeah? So we'll step back. Spine is upright first. Then we hinge, pulling the tail, collarbone stay open. Step into your squat. Short foot on the way up. Good. Step back, breathing. Lower down, breathing. Hinge. Parallel. Short foot. Good. Yeah. Back. Drop. Hinge. That's it. Feet, feet, feet. If you make sure that your feet are on, right, as you stand up, you are probably 90% less likely to hurt your back pulling up a weight. Yeah. Good. Hinge. Good. Parallel. Good. So go back with a straight spine, straight up and down. Don't hit, no tipping yet. No tipping yet, Margie. Not till you get down here. Now hinge. That's it, good. Then step. Good, and then up. Good. Good, hinge. That's it. Step and up. Is that even, Steven? Do we need one more? I think that's even. Yeah? Ah. Use your legs to put down. Release those hands. Ah! They're wider around. Yeah. So that's another factor, right? Is how big is the thing that you're holding? My kettlebells vary in size depending on how big the weight is. They get bigger and bigger. So my heavier weights are harder for me to hold. I have to really get that thumb far, far around there. And so if you're like Kay and you've got a really big thing to hold on to, even if you can't get that thumb to get across all the way like that, you want to reach it as far as you can. Really make sure that thumb is down on your thing instead of poking out. Really make it wrap over. Okay, good. So we can put our heavy weights off to the side. La. Hips, 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 and legs. And then we're gonna roll down to the mat. So we won't be needing weights anymore unless you guys decide you want to go off on that tangent and you tell me so. Again, small group, you guys, so this is easy for me to be nimble with you. So arms up to the sky. Now don't move anywhere yet. Inhale, exhale, short foot. What happens to your whole body when you do that? Inhale, release. Exhale, short foot. Can you feel that? Feel how your body sways itself back into a very neutral position. Yeah? Here's me spreading my toes out. Here's me doing short foot. And there I am, right over my ankles where I belong, where I ought to be all the time. Yeah? Good. That's it. Good. I see that little wiggle, trying to figure that out. Good. Last one. Good. All right. And then you can start your bow. And each bow will get successively deeper until you find yourself rolling down. And that's your own pace. What you want, once you get to your roll downs, you'll have about 3 of them. At the top, can you reset each time with that short foot? That's it. Good. Yeah, good. And then after your last time out, last time down, we'll walk out to that plank. And once you get to your plank, you can decide whether you want to be on your hands or forearms. If you want to be on your knees or on your feet. And you're going to stretch that sternum forward as far as you can. And then we're just going to do knee release. So that means your pelvis stays still. Your knee it bends, but doesn't try to actually tap the floor. You're just letting it fall without letting your pelvis move. So here's me doing it wrong. My knee's coming all the way down and there's a big twist in my hip, right? Here's me doing it better. My pelvis is staying more still. So I could maybe balance a glass on the sacrum, yeah? And that should feel like a little low belly wake up. Makes sense? We're not trying to pull the knee forward. We're just unstraightening it. Just a little bit, yeah? Don't let your hip move. Keep your hip up. So on that side, get ready, right hip. I see you, Marjorie, I'm watching. Get ready. Keep that right hip up. Good. Good. Nice, Deshelle. Good. Okay, I can only assume it's good because I can't see that half of you. Good. Oh, good. Yeah, pushing the ground down. Nice. Good. Could you get that feeling of in your belly? Awesome. Good. So if when you're doing the replay, you can position yourself where you can actually see your hips move, watch for these little subtle dips, right? We want to be able to keep that hip bone still because the more still it stays, the better your body learns, oh, this is my leg you want. I don't have to move it with my whole back. Yeah? Yes, that's it. Good. Good. All right, then you can let yourself come all the way down. We'll have a seat. Hands on shins. We're going to round back into that C curve. Pull yourself up. Elbows pull back. Good. And round back again. So if you can, if your feet can hit the ground here, press those feet down and create a short foot as you roll back. Inhale, come up tall. Exhale, create a short foot. And it might feel like you're both more deeply engaged and giving yourself more resistance at the same time. Yeah, good. And one more. Good. Good. All right. Extend those legs out. Push the heels away from you. My toes are in, feet are in dorsiflexion. And we're just going to exhale, round back. That's it. Just halfway. Just halfway. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Get on the front of your sits bones. And if you need to give yourself a little pull right there, and then round back. That little pull is to help you feel yourself rock to the front of your sits bones. The other option is to bend your knees a little bit, right, to make room for your pelvis to come up. So here I'm rocking on my sits bones. Here I'm just putting my chest forward. Can you see the difference? My bones didn't move, only my ribs falling. So that's why I want you to be really sure what is creating your motion. Yeah? Did you get another head rush to Shell? Are you okay? Okay. Yeah, okay. You're having a private moment. That's okay, good. All right, so let's open up to your right. Reach back. Good, scoop in, come up. Other side. That's it. Good. Good. Let's do one more each way. Nice and open. Pull, 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 pull back. Good. And last one. Okay. Going right to the roll down. So push those heels down. One vertebrae at a time. We go down. Inhale, reach overhead. Exhale. Fold those ribs in. Come right back up. Good. Spine stretch forward. Pull right back. All the way down. Good. Good. All right. This time, on the way down, we're going to work our pro buttons. So stack up your spine. Inhale, exhale. Roll your pelvis back till you feel your sacrum flat on the mat. Good. Inhale, pause. Exhale, put the next vertebrae down. It's lumbar number 4. Good. Inhale, exhale, lumbar number 3. Good. Inhale, exhale, lumbar number 2. Now, if you're way up here, you're not in your lumbars. They're this piece of your back between your ribs and your hips, right? You've got to bend. Good. And then you're going to start feeling your thoracic, right? That's where the ribs are, your thorax. You're going to go down until you feel your shoulder blades. And then take a breath and go, ah. Good. And we're going to do it again. Inhale, exhale. Peel yourself up off the mat. Good. Reach forward. Pull that pelvis forward. Good. Stack it up. All right. Inhale, exhale. Round down until you feel that sacrum flat on the mat. Good. Inhale, exhale, put the next vertebrae down and hold it. Good. Inhale, exhale, the next vertebrae goes down and holds it. You should be in your lumbar spine, using your abs to bring it toward the mat. Your torso is bent forward still because we haven't put the upper back on the mat yet, right? Yes, bend your ribs inward. Good. That's it. Good. And then by now we're near the shoulders so we can come all the way down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, curl up in a bow and pull your right knee into your chest. Good. Release, come all the way down with a big inhale. Exhale, other knee. That's it, good. Release. Inhale, exhale, up. Pull it in, good. And one more. Good. Legs extend, hands stay strong on the ground. We're going to lift into rollover. So find your push first, right? Just like finding short foot with your feet, I want you to find that push through your fingers. If I only push with the heel of my hand, I might pop my shoulders up, right? If I have my hand like my foot, right, trying to grab and push at the same time, then you might have a more strong shoulder sensation. We're going to press and lift upside down. Pulling your hips up toward the ceiling, and then open those feet, and exhale, roll down. Keep your fingers, yes, like they're grabbing a piece of the ground. Good. And then you can lower those down. Good. And we'll do it again. Draw those legs together. Inhale, they start coming up. Exhale, they go over. That's it, open. And then coming down slowly with control. Good. Good, let's do 2 more. Inhale, and legs come up. Exhale, they go over. That's it. Good. And this is your last one. Last one. Come on. Inhale, exhale up. I'm just watching this round. That's it. Tails up high, not rolled over your head. Can you pull them away from your head? Make your spine elongate. That's it, everybody. Nice. Good. Yes. Nice, Kay. Really good length. Good. Nice control, Margie. Good. Good. All right. And then you're just going to roll yourself up so that you can roll back. Also known as rolling like a ball. So you guys are going to roll. I am still not confident that my head won't hurt if I do that. So you're going to inhale, tip back, exhale on the way up, right? Rolling back, unlike the rocker. This is an exhale back. The emphasis is on really coming down and getting really squish. And then, inhale back. And then exhale, powering your way up with those abs being small. Inhale back, exhale up. Yes, you guys look good. Yes, better, Deshelle. That one was better than the one before. Yeah. Yeah, look at your control, Margie. So much better than that used to be. Kay, also so much better. Good. And one more. And then you'll stay back on your back. Good. And then we'll extend your left leg. Pull in that right one as close as you can. Now reach the left one far. So now it's almost like what we were doing earlier. Now we just have one leg floating in the space. And stretch. The one leg stretch. And stretch. Good. And stretch. Reach it very long. That's it. Good. All right, so let's add in our crisscross. So we let go. Hands can go forward, genie box, behind head. Doesn't matter. You can even use that opposite hand to help pull you. See, I'm looping it under. Yeah. So if you want to get a little more twist, maybe more distance, right? You're looking for a little more mobility. Use that hand, right? Let it help you get there and then hold it for a split second before you let go, before you untwist. So here's my hand. I'm letting go. I've had to hold myself there and now I twist. Get there, let go, hold it, and then twist. Yeah? Yeah, right? Good. I see you guys trying it. Awesome. Getting that extra bit. Good. Come back into center. Fantastic. Double leg stretch. Good job, gang. Arms to the ceiling. Legs on tabletop. Heels together, squeezing. See if you can have a sensation of short foot in your foot. You'll feel your abs ready. Inhale, release that sensation. Exhale, re-engage as you come into your bow. Good. Extend your legs out while your arms reach toward your ears. And circle around, bring it in. And reach. And bring it in. That's it. Good. Good. Look at you. I don't have to tell anybody to stay up. Look at you all staying up the whole time. Yes, it's good. 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 Last one. Nice. Good. Let's take one leg up, one leg down. Lift yourself a little higher. Pull that leg a little closer and switch. The single straight leg stretch. Or scissors. Good. Can you make sure you're getting a full, fast inhale between those legs, right? Making sure you have a big inhale before you exhale again, right? So here's my exhale. Shh. Big inhale, exhale. Shh. Big inhale, exhale. Shh. That's it. Good. And last one on each side. Good. Both of those legs come up to the sky. Hands behind the head. Check your shoulders. Lift your ribs a little. Good. And then we squeeze those heels and lower down. Inhale, pause. Exhale, pull it back up. I'm going to show you me not doing it so. I'll watch this spot right here. I'm lowering. My low belly's on, but look what's popping. Do you see how this is curving right here? And I'm getting a little bit more round here. That's a no. That means my pelvis is running away with the rest of my spine. This time, I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to keep this flatter. See how that doesn't curve? It tries to stay down. This tries to stay down. It doesn't open like that. Yeah? So feel that in your body. See if you can find that. Yes, Margie, good. I see you locked in. Good. Don't let your belly roll with your legs. Good. Try one more. Good. And then just for fun, try one more, conscious of doing a short foot as your legs reach away from you. So if you pull your forefoot to your heel as your legs lower away from you, do you notice that it's easier to hold your core longer, your abdominal core? And your abs might be getting tired because now you've probably done 10 of those. And so if it's not easier, that could be why. All right, let your feet come to the floor. We're going to have a nice little hip bridge. So we curl the hip up off the mat. Big inhale at the top. Exhale, roll it down. That's it. Good. Inhale, big. Exhale. Good. Allow that big inhale. It should feel like your pelvis opens up too, just like your ribs. Good. And one more. Nice. Let's extend those legs all the way out. Good. Arms up to the sky. We're going to roll up to sitting, a seated posture, sitting. And then we're just going to flip over into a plank. So we're going to try to do that with legs together, right? Hands here, like our snake. So you're going to roll over, get up on your toes. Now your hands are staggered. All you have to do is straighten them out. Yeah? Okay, and then we have a leg pull. So grab the ground with those fingers. Make sure your thumb is helping. And lift, point, flex, and down. And lift, point, flex, and down. Then we're going to add just a little tiny bit of cardio. Not a cardio, of choreography. So you lift, point, you push yourself back toward the point, flex, pull yourself forward, put it down. Lift, point, push yourself at it, flex, pull back, put it down. Yeah? So now we're working our wrist strength a little bit, wrist mobility, as well as shifting the load in our core and ankles. Good. And then make it even Steven. There you go. Good. Okay. Pull. Make sure you pull forward again. Good. Did you keep your hands staggered to shell? Or is it just because of your wrist? But it looks like you didn't bring them to parallel. Like you stayed in staggered. Is that right? Well, cool. That's a very nice variation. I like it. Now you have to do the other way. Yes. Yeah, but you already did a whole bunch with your right hand in the staying in the staggered place. So Oh, you did. So everybody else come lay down. We're going to do, yeah, Deshelle now has to, Deshelle's getting to do extra sets of planks, basically. But we're going to come lay down on our bellies and have a little swan. So hands by your armpits, throat's nice and long. We're going to just simply float that sternum up. And the more you float it, the more you're going to draw your legs toward each other and lengthen those heels away from you. And then lay it back down. So it's not a big lift yet. Just feeling how your legs can help mind your house. By really pulling them away good through those heels. Yes, your knees can come off the mat. Yes. Yes. Good question, Kay. Knees off the mat. Or kneecaps pulling upward toward your hips while your heels pulled down in the opposite direction. Good. And then this time, let's add in our hands. Start with your feet and hips first. Then let those yourself lift up. See where you go. See if you can extend up out of your hips, keeping your pubic bone on the mat. Good. And then gently lower it all the way back down. That's it. Good. Good. Lift yourself out of those shoulders. Don't rest in them. Push out of them. That's better. Good. Good. Let's do one more. One more. There you go. Good. I saw the little extra pull. Good. Very nice. Okay. The double leg kick. So hands come behind your back. They reach up as far as they can. You can start with your head turned to the side if you enjoy that neck stretch. Otherwise, you're on your forehead. Legs lift off the ground. And then we're going to pump them just twice today. So we contract, extend, and lift. Yep. And then come right back down. If you're on your cheek, turn it the other side. Contract, extend, thighs still off the mat. Extend and lift, sliding those hands down your back. There you go, good. And do it again. Contract, and lift. Now we're picking up our pace a little bit. And bring it up, contract, extend. Good. See how high those arms will go while you're down. Contract, and lift. Good. And one more. Contract, thighs up, contract, and lift. Keep your legs up. Take your hands in front of you. Push into the ground. Keep your legs up. Single leg kick. Contract one, point, extend. Thighs still off the mat. Contract, point, extend. So these fists are pushing down, right? Push down. Good. Get your legs up. Good. Come on, legs. That's it. Good. Good. I know, you might be the only one who can tell that they're lifting, and that's okay. Good. Just one at a time, Margie, just one at a time. Yep, because then it makes your backside stabilizers work harder. That's it. Good. Good. All right, and then rest. Nice job. Then from here, we're going to come up into a plank. So hands by your armpits. You can press up onto your knees first and then into a plank. I have to move though because I'm sliding on my floor. Good. And then we're going to lower into a push-up. So a decline push-up. Yeah. And we're going to let ourselves come all the way down, pulling the elbows back. And then we're going to come back up again. So your own pace. I want you to try 6. And again, you are welcome to come up onto your knees first, and then a plank, and then lower the whole way down. And then after your last one, we'll just stay down on our bellies. I think this is my number 5. Yeah. Okay. Then we'll extend arms straight out for a little swimming. So simple. Yes, simple. But not so simple when you do it well. So activate your kneecaps first. Float your sternum off in a baby swan. Lift your left leg, your right arm. Stretch that leg. And stretch the other leg along the floor. So it's not resting there, right? It's active, just as if you're about to start swan again. Good. Inhale, exhale, switch, hold it. Both legs active. Good. Inhale, exhale, switch. Both legs active. Good. And switch. That's it. Good. And switch. Big inhale. Switch. Reach a little further with that leg. And switch. And I want you to notice the lifting leg. The higher you lift it, do you give up the other leg? Can you make that other leg still reach along the floor? Good. That's it. One more on each side. Good. All right. Hands come under your armpits. And we're going to lift ourselves up onto our knees for a cat. And then release. Good. That's it. And again, the cat. Good. And one more. Good. And then we're going to let ourselves walk our hands in toward our knees as close as we can. And now you're balancing like a cat on a fence post. Yes? Push your hips forward, round your spine up until your hands leave the ground. Good. Reach up high all the way to the sky. Press those hands up. Ta-da. Good. All right. We're going to round down again, keeping our hands as close as we can. So this is cat roll down like we would do it on the Wanda chair. So scooping your abs in, keep pushing your hips forward as far as you can. See if you can get your hands close to the ground without your hips going back, right? And then find that place where they're on the ground. Push your hips forward again. See how long you can keep your hands from moving until you're forced to round your spine back up. Make sense? Yep. We're going to do it again. Exhale, round down. Keep pushing your hips forward as long as you can, creating more articulation through your spine till you can touch the ground. When your hips need to move, you can rest down, but you want to keep your hands close. Then inhale, exhale, push those hips forward. You're going to feel your hands start to pull off the ground, but you try to not pull them, right? You're still trying to reach, creating that big, deep fold, and then all the way up. Yeah, makes sense? So, I showed you this before. You're kneeling on your top step, and you have to reach something that's 2 steps down, right? Or maybe you're on the edge of a dock and you've got to get right down to something that's just below you in the water and you don't want to go in. That's the cat roll down. Okay, so we're going to turn sideways. We're going to do a little side leg. So arms out to the side. If you want more cushion under your knees, please feel free to grab it. Yes, don't suffer. And then we're just going to go over. Find the ground. Good. Now look at me rotated toward the ground. No, I'm going to do better. I'm going to open myself up to the side. There. Good. Good job, guys. Okay, now we just lift and lower. Good. That's it. Easy, right? Good. See if you can get that leg to come at least level with your hip. So some of us will stop here below the hip. Get it right in line with that top line. Yeah, good. Good, that's it. I saw you check your hip, good job. Good, now hold that leg up. Good, swing it forward, keep it up. Swing it back, keep it up. Good, that's it, don't let it dip. Good, ooh, I felt mine dip right at the front. So that's clearly where I could use a little more strength, yes? So I want you to notice, where does yours make the merry-go-round up and down as it goes, right? Linger in that spot. Don't keep up with me, do 3 more. Noticing where your dip is, pause there, lift it up in that spot. Yeah, surprise, Zayu Margie. Good. So mine is right here. This is where it wants to fall. That's where I have to lift that thing up. And then the fun thing is, notice when you get your spot, you often get more engagement from that supporting side. Rock on. Fantastic. So let's come upright. We'll just go right to the other side. Make sense? Yes? You're exploring? Okay, so easy peasy. We start here. And again, you see how I'm curled under? I'm going to open up, push the ground away with my supporting hand, and then lift. Yes? That's it. Nice. Good. Seeing if we can get this up in line with the hip, not below it, right up there. So you can always put a hand, especially if you can see yourself in your own screen or in a mirror, put a hand and make your leg get up to it. Because if you can't see yourself, this is what I see in every class. This happens. Someone's hand is here as a marker, and then it just goes for a ride with the leg. And you're like, oh, I'm doing it. Or it taps down to meet the leg. So it's better if you can see it, and then you won't be able to out-cheat yourself. Yeah? That's it. Good. Good. That's the way. Good. And one more. Nice. Okay, then we hold that leg up and we kick it to the front and flex to the back. Good. And then again, start to notice, where is your dip moment? Maybe it's in a different place on this side. Maybe it's back here if it was in the front on the other side, which is very normal. Yeah? All right, because then I want you to do 3 more at least, where you're minding that foot, noticing where the dip is. There's mine. Hold it there, lift it, then come back. See if you're ready for it on the next one. I know. Ha 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 ha. Good. And golly gee. Whew. Legs are heavy, man. All right. And then you can pull that all the way back upright. Whew. Yeah, good job. Okay. Just when you thought you were done, you're not. Arms forward. Thigh stretch. That's not what it sounds like. We tilt back in neutral. Good. Exhale, use your butt to push you upright. Good. Inhale, exhale back. Inhale, exhale, use your butt. Good. Yes. So I want you to be careful. Some of you are good at using your back. Yeah? It looks something like that. It's this wave. I want you to use your butt. The wave is different, yeah? Good. One more. Hold it here. Good. Now open up in neutral, right? We're staying straight. We're not bending. We're just rotating open. Back to the front. Still in that neutral hinge. Good. Open. And open. Good. One more each way. Open wide. Yep. Look back there. And look. Good. All right. Push yourself all the way up. Ha. Nice. I know. That doesn't feel like a stretch, does it? All right. The way we think about stretch. So we're going to just simply push that hip forward. If it feels good to you, you can bend the back leg and give it a pull. Get a little more stretch to that quad. See if you can also push your hip forward. So I don't want you to bend like this. See how my butt's back? Now there's a bend at the hip. I'm actually not stretching that quad as much. I want you to push that forward. Yes. Lovely, lovely. Good. All right. And then let that go. Good. Just take that arm up. Easy side bend, opening that up. That's it. And you can use your pushing heaven like a pillar hand. Some people will get more stretch through their side if they really push up through that hand to the ceiling. Good. And then gently bring it down. And then we'll just switch legs. So first start with your push forward of your hip. And if that feels good and you want to, you can grab the leg behind you. A little balance. But also push that hip forward. Yeah, push the hip. Good. And let it go. Good. Nice breath. All right. And then that can gently come down and we'll just reach up, take a side bend, pushing up toward the sky. Good. Nice. All right. And then we're going to come to a stand using this leg that's right in front of us. So tuck that back toe. You can use it for support if you want, but I think everybody can get up here. Yes, you can. Good. Very good. Diana, I know you can. She's going to be watching on replay today. All right. Take those arms out to the side. Push out strong. Good. Spine twist. Push to the back. Hold it. Push to the front. Hold it. Come back to center. Good. Take another breath. Exhale out. Good. Inhale and exhale. Push to the back. Push it. Good. Push to the front. Good. And then back to center. Good. Let's do one more. Each way. Rotate. Push to the back. Push to the front. Good. Center. Good. Release. Whew. Back out. Good. Rotate. Keep those legs strong. Push. And I'll push. Good. And center. And down. You guys, nice job. Happy Wednesday. Yes. How do we feel? Good. Good. Yay. Good buns. Very good. You're so welcome. So you guys, check the schedule. I'm with you Friday and Monday. But then I am with family and I don't know our schedule, so I canceled the classes the following Wednesday, Friday, and Labor Day. Just because I don't know what's going on. Thank you. Are you? Oh, where are you going? Oh, lovely. Oh, that's so nice.